Hello, and welcome to my screencast tour of my maps displaying Malcolm Knowles' Adult Learning Principles. My maps are designed with a canvas to highlight the heart behind each attribute with the assumed thoughts of adults in each situation. My first map highlights Attribute 1, which states that adults need to know why something is important before they learn it. In my map, I have a young man in deep thought considering whether or not he should pursue learning a certain material. He has a lot of questions as to whether this material will be useful to him as a person, in his career, or at home. I have begun to apply this attribute in my own youth group lessons. I have a special section called Need to Know each week, explaining why we are learning that topic for the week. And I would do the same for classes that I teach to adults. My second map highlights attribute number 2, which states that adults have a self-concept of who they are and desire self-directed learning. My map illustrates a driver who is controlling his road through life. He is independent, responsible, and is taking the initiative to learn on his terms. As a teacher, I would design lessons that allow adults to feel like they are a part of the lesson through discussion, which is one of the ways students feel involved. The third map highlights attribute number 3, which states that adults bring life experience to the classroom and want to be recognized for it. My map illustrates a person who appears to have been working for a while and has experienced life. He seems to be a hard worker who brings his knowledge to the classroom and wants to build upon it. He is not a child anymore and doesn't want to be treated as such, but wants his ideas and experience to be respected and considered, but has a tough time with new data that clashes with what he has learned previously. As a teacher, we can apply this by opening up discussions for students to present ideas and thoughts. Now, this doesn't mean we have to give in to every idea or thought, but students can know they are free to express themselves and feel respected. The fourth map highlights attribute 4, which states that adults are ready to learn material that is relevant to their everyday life. My map shows a student taking in a lot of information on a blackboard and trying to understand if this information is relevant to her goals of advancing her career and building upon her previous knowledge. She is excited to learn it if it will help meet her goals. Similar to the need to know attribute, this is something that can be applied at the beginning by setting aside time to explain how the material can be applied in our lives. Granted, we can't read minds to know everyone's situation, but we can give adults a general idea. The fifth map highlights attribute number 5, which states that adults are willing to devote energy to learning things that are practical for them, material that will help them solve problems or better themselves. Here I have a student observing someone working on a car. As he observes his coworker, he is determining if fixing cars is practical for him. Will this trade give him confidence and improve his self-esteem with a learned trade? Can this help better his life right now? In this instance, learning how to fix cars could make his life easier since he doesn't need to rely upon others to repair his vehicle. As a teacher, we need to be providing illustrations and examples throughout our lessons of how the material can benefit others to give them a picture of using it in their own lives. The sixth map highlights the final attribute, which states that adults are more responsive to internal motivators, such as starting their own business, rather than external motivators such as making more money. I chose hearts for my text to represent our inner desires. It's what we love and desire that motivates us the best. Some internal motivators which push people are learning about what they're passionate about, gaining personal satisfaction, or growing as a person. This attribute shows that sometimes we need to follow our hearts. As a teacher, my desire is to design lessons that can encourage students to go after their dreams and take chances, as many times people don't listen to these internal motivators due to their risk level. In reflection, I would say the attributes together represent an adult's desire to be involved, be respected, and know they are not wasting their time. The attributes are about speaking to adults in a language they can understand and relate to. If we go forward with the mindset the attributes set forth, we should do well in guiding adults on the path to success. Thank you for watching.